So I don't know if it's too early for this, but chat should know. I feel like chat should know what is sitting just off frame right here. I did figure out how to set up a second camera. Surprising, I know. I have right off to my left here Monopoly for Millennials. Set up and ready to go whenever we want.
That's great.
Like it's in the chamber. So I'll go back to my camera, but I just know that the Sword of Danocles that is Monopoly for Millennials is here.
Dan, I need to know.
Yeah.
What are the possible player pieces
Good
in Monopoly
question.
for Millennials?
Yes.
Well, we have the
avocado toast.
Oh, please be avocado
Where-
toast.
We have the Fixie bike.
Oh, this whole thing is so insulting. Yep.
The
keep going.
LMAO emoji.
Shut
Really?
up.
No.
Oh,
The gradient shades, as seen on the box.
yeah. Tight.
A hashtag. Well, a pound symbol, but you
Right.
know, hashtag.
You say pound
And
symbol,
it is,
no one knows what you mean.
It
in
is
my life.
italicized.
I prefer Octothorpe, but carry on.
There, the Octothorpe, yeah. And a camera, but of course, a little mini Leica.
Oh, of course.
Okay, well, I feel attacked.
Yeah, is this millennials or hipsters?
It is hipsters.
I
But-
believe they consider these interchangeable.
It is like corporate America doesn't actually understand
Yeah.
what's going on. So
What?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with Sniper Pumpkin. It's like now, Wizards of the Coast, who are a wholly owned division of Hasbro, have been very kind with Desert Bus over the years. Hasbro, or at least whoever's in charge of the Monopoly department, we need to talk.
Yes.
I just want to talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to talk.
It's possible also that this is like one of those like wholly licensed thing. It's
Yeah.
got like Uncle Pennybags or whatever the hell his name
It does
is on
have Uncle Moneybags. Pennybag?
I think it's
don't remember.
Pennybags.
Pennybags. It does have him, like he is on the box. Now normally the licensed ones will
Like,
say somewhere. Because they'll usually have the licensee listed as well.
Rich Uncle Pennybags. Milburn. His first name is Milburn?
Milburn?
That tracks.
That's amazing.
I co-sign.
The game of Rich Uncle. Sorry, I was looking up history of Monopoly.
I am gonna say I feel like this is the only logo on here is in fact for Hasbro Gaming.
Yeah.
I think this is a first party production.
That
Fair
tracks.
Yeah, that was a C-suite meeting. Guys, I had the best idea.
We gotta hit while the iron's hot. These
I had oh my mouth. Hold please.
All right, well, I'll be the hashtag, but I will call it Octothorpe from here on out.
I did not know this existed until yesterday.
I love
That
some
is
people in
what I
chat
was
were
trying
like,
to say.
some people in chat were like, wait, this is real?
I don't know when we're gonna play, but I definitely want to do 80% of my favorite band, LMAO.
All right, I'm gonna write these down. All right.
That doesn't even track for a Monopoly. Like, who ever laughs? Like, Monopoly, what a funny game. The game that ruins every friendship it comes in contact with.
I always cheated at Monopoly. I will say that out loud. I was the bank, and I was the bank for a reason. Like,
That's labor. Make it worth your time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Mikey. That's what I'm saying.
I think there's like a new version of Monopoly. Like there's like an add-on to Monopoly where it's
DLC?
basically just like, yeah, basically. And it's just 100% just cheats. Just like cheats all around. There's like a card that gives you the ability to just like, oh no, I'm the bank now. Like the bank's money is my money.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if I show up to play Monopoly and I just am holding a game genie, if they will allow me to then cheat. Like I'm the bank.
We did.
And-
I'm trying to remember if we did this. I think we did a stream where we played like proper rules Monopoly, like that
Yeah.
doesn't have all the house rules that people think are real rules.
Wait, hold on. What house rules that
Free
explain?
parking.
So free
is
parking's a
house
big
rule.
one. Yeah.
You don't actually get money at free parking?
No.
No.
Because
Shut
that just
up.
They want you to have no actual free time ever in your life.
yeah, it just makes the game go forever. And I can't remember what else.
So
I can't remember the specifics, but the point is that like the auctioning properties, right?
We
right.
never did that.
The- It's,
yeah, well, there's a bunch of so a lot of the house rules sort of arose out of the fact that like kids don't understand how an auction works,
yeah.
and so auctioning is like difficult, and also kids get bent out of shape when they run out of money. So it's like, okay, well, anything that you pay to the bank goes on free parking, and then if you land on free parking, you can get a whole bunch of money. And it's like, yay! So it feels good when you get a whole bunch of money for landing on free parking, but it also draws the game
You could
out.
have just stopped with. It feels good when you get a whole bunch of money.
Right,
Well,
right.
so that's the thing is like originally it was called the Landlord's Game, and it was created as an indictment of capitalism.
Yep.
It was meant to be like, here's a game to show how much this sucks.
Bad it
Yeah.
is? Yeah.
Yeah.
The original rules also has a dice snatching mechanic, or what we would call a dice snatching mechanic, which is that if you haven't, so when you roll the dice, you have to make your deals before the next person grabs the dice and like rolls them. So if you spend too long pondering, the next person can just grab the dice and roll them, and your turn's over. You don't get backsies, but also it implies that you can be very aggressive about grabbing the dice from your neighbor, which means that you should, when you roll the dice, protect them until you've actually like finished taking your turn.
Interesting.
That incentivizes only the worst actors to win the capitalism game. I think I see the commentary here.
Yeah, but also, and this carries into Monopoly for Millennials, is that you can do like trades and whatnot at any time. So if you're in trouble, or like if you're going to incur a cost, but it's let's say of the five of us, two of us are clearly winning, and one of the two of us is about to incur something that resembles a penalty. Well, we can just collude with each other and be just like, well, you know what? I'll just trade you that property for this property so that neither of us actually pays a penalty. And you can do that like in the process of like eating a fine.
So there's just whatever vibe rules you want to go with them.
So, but
Yeah.
Monopoly for Millennials, the whole point is that you can't afford real estate. Ha 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 ha, right?
Should I put all the rules on
Yeah, can we get Dan real big so we can see the rules?
Are we
here?
just playing Monopoly for millennials?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least a turn or two.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
see how
yeah.
this goes.
So, you move around the board, collecting as much experience as you can by discovering or picking up experience chips, which are these over here. The game ends when all of the destinations have been discovered. The player with the most experience at the end of the game wins. The player with the most student loan debt goes first. And then it progresses to the left.
Gosh.
You discover a location.
I bet they thought this was hilarious.
Yeah. You discover a location by paying its price. There are no auctions. Free parking does not accumulate cash and never did. The bike share, which lets you move from one to any of the other bike share locations, costs 10 mucks. Jail costs 15 to get out of. Deals and trades can happen at any time. Only destinations can be traded or sold, not experience. If you cannot afford a fee, you must pay what you can and then start selling destinations until you've paid off the fee. If you are completely broke, so you have no destinations and no money, then nothing happens. So for scoring, you flip over your experience chips, and some are worth points, and some subtract points. Because, quote, not all experiences in life are epic.
Oh. I hate it.
Total experience from chips and destinations. Ties are won by the player with the most cash. And then if there's a double tie for both experience and cash, it is won by a knife fight. That one's a house rule, but I mean, it's there for obvious reasons. Like, I feel like it doesn't.
No, I got
need to
it.
be justified.
I got it.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Was
I got
I
it.
the only one that
you go.
realized when
Oh my
you
God.
started explaining that we're all working for exposure here a little bit? Like,
It
Yeah.
counts. It's sharp.
It
Chat.
is. It is just a large knife.
TQ's got a sword, so we're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.